going on, Canucks fans? We're back for part 2. Kicking it off at number 30, we got Sami Salo. Salo's booming slapshot and tough-as-nails play for nearly an entire decade earned him a special place in Canucks fans' hearts. He had 25 or more points in every healthy season he played in Vancouver. At number 29, we got Andre Boudria. Boudria was the Canucks' first star, leading the inaugural 1970-1971 squad in points with 66. He picked up 388 points in 6 seasons with the Canucks. At number 28, we got Kevin Bieksa. As a 5th-round pick and 4-year college player, the odds of Bieksa even making it to the league were slim. But Juice played 13 seasons in the show with a decade patrolling the blue line in Vancouver. His OT winner off the stanchion in 2011 to send Vancouver to the Cup final will forever live in the Canucks lore. At number 27, we got Don Lever. An often overlooked star from the early days, Lever recorded 186 goals and 407 points during his time in Vancouver throughout the 1970s. Number 26, we got Bo Horvat. We have a trade to announce. The Canucks shipped Corey Schneider to the Devils to draft their future captain. While the team experienced little success in his time, Horvat became a defensively sound, face-off specialist who found elite goal-scoring touch in the final few years in Vancouver. At number 25, we got Brock Boeser. With his new 7-year deal, it is possible that when all is said and done, Boeser finds himself near the top of multiple Canucks all-time statistics. He needs only 13 appearances to move into the top 20 in all-time Canucks games played and is already 9th on the goals list with 204. At number 24, we got Dennis Kearns. Kearns was Vancouver's first true puck-moving defenseman, picking up back-to-back 50-plus point seasons in the mid-70s. He spent his entire 10-year career in Vancouver. At number 23, we got Ed Jovanovski. At his peak, Jovanovski was the full package. A quick, smooth-skating, physical defender who could put the puck in the net. His 3 consecutive seasons as the Canucks' leading scorer from the back end ended up stacking impressively against his peers. At number 22, we got Greg Adams. Adams was a highly skilled right winger who hit the 30-goal mark 3 times in 8 seasons in Vancouver. That included a career-best 36-goal campaign in the 1987-88 season when he represented the Canucks at the All-Star Game. At number 21, we got Cliff Ronning. A hometown boy and an inductee in the BC Sports Hall of Fame, Cliff Ronning had a 17-year NHL career, but he spent more time in Vancouver than any of his other 6 stops. At number 20, we got JT Miller. JT Miller's time with the Vancouver Canucks began in light controversy and it ended in heavy controversy. But the time in between made it pretty non-controversial to slot Miller in as one of the top 20 greatest Canucks of all time. He's one of only 7 Canucks to record a 100-point season. At number 19, we got Tony Tanti. Tanti turned in one of the best 5-year stretches of goal scoring in Vancouver Canucks history. From 1983 through 1988, Tanti produced seasons of 45, 39, 39, 41, and 40 goals. At number 18, we got Jyrki Lumme. Lumme spent the bulk of his career in Vancouver and worked his way up many of the all-time defenseman franchise lists as a result. The Finn had 321 points in 9 seasons in Vancouver. At number 17, we got Elias Pettersson. Injuries and poor play have hovered over Petey for a season and a half now. But don't let that hide the fact that the former Calder Trophy winner has 457 points in 471 career games, all for Vancouver. He ranks 4th all-time in points per game for the franchise and has scored 25 or more goals in 5 of the 7 seasons in Vancouver. At number 16, we got Alex Burrows. A fan favorite because of his rags-to-riches story and lovable personality, Burrows spent 4 years in the ECHL before earning his way onto the Canucks roster in 2005-2006. He eventually became the most successful line mate for the Sedin twins, scoring 193 goals with the Canucks and rightfully finding his name in the team's Ring of Honor. At number 15, we got Alex McGillney. Despite only ranking 32nd in Canucks scoring, McGillney's story in Vancouver is more electrifying than that. His 55-goal, 107-point inaugural year with the Canucks remains the 3rd best single-season point total in Canucks history. At number 14, we got Mattias Ohlund. Ohlund was a cornerstone of the Canucks defense from 1997 to 2009. Known for his steady physical play and leadership, he anchored the blue line for over a decade and earned a spot in the team's Ring of Honor. At number 13, Thomas Gradin. One of the first Swedes to ever suit up for the Canucks, Gradin played 8 seasons in Vancouver with back-to-back 86-point years between 1981 and 83. But probably his best work in Vancouver might have been done as a scout, where he helped the club find other Swedish stars like the Sedin twins, Mattias Ohlund, and Alex Edler. Number 12 on our list, number 12 in the rafters, Stan Smyl. Smyl truly did everything for the hockey club in his astonishing 45 years with the Canucks. As a player, he was a scorer, a leader, and a captain. After his playing career, he served as assistant coach, player development, and interim GM, and remains with the team as an ambassador of hockey. At number 11, we got Alex Edler, greatest Canucks defenseman until Quinn Hughes came around. Drafted in the 3rd round, Edler went on to play the 4th most games in Canucks history and is still hanging on to a share of the lead in points by a defenseman for the franchise, likely until Game 1 of next season. Make sure to check out CanucksArmy.com for in-depth write-ups on all of these rankings, and leave us a comment down below.